Hi, everybody, and welcome to this grace note. I hope you can hear that really aren't trusting yourselves. Maybe you know that you can't go back to doing things the way you used to, but you don't know what's next. You don't know what that looks like. You're not trusting the next step, and you're tempted to just stay in the same routine, the same way of doing things. Or maybe you're just not really knowing how to follow the ideas that are coming to you. You're not trusting that initial direction that you get. So I want to speak to you today because I've seen a couple of things around these areas that we can simplify to just move us beyond that insecure thinking. You know, in my own life, and I often share personal stories to help you connect with your own, but in my own life, there came a point in my business journey where I was doing very, very well. I would say I was enjoying what I was doing, but I noticed something was off. And then I saw something new about why people were succeeding or not succeeding. And it occurred to me that the way that I was coaching them was not as helpful as it could have been. And when I saw this new thing, when I saw this kind of underlying reason as to why we behave the way we behave, how we succeed, how flow comes into play. When I saw this underlying reason, when I saw this deeper insight into how we operate, I just simply couldn't go back to coaching in the way I used to coach, marketing in the way I used to market, selling in the way I used to sell. And it was quite scary at the time because I didn't know how else to do it. That's the way I'd always done it. That's what I knew to do. But in seeing something new, all of that just felt old and done with. And really, it took a little while for the new to emerge. It took a little while for the next direction to unveil itself. But over time, it did. And it started with one breadcrumb at a time, one piece of wisdom at a time. And that's what I really want to share with you. Like, whatever little piece of aha, insight, inspiration, idea that you've already got, that's it right there. That's your starting point to follow through on. Often I think we're waiting for this big detailed plan, this big direction, or worse, we're procrastinating in fear and insecurity that, we got to cling on to the old. Well, that's not necessarily true. What really is true here is that your own wisdom has got your back. It's there for you and it's guiding you. Now, sometimes in all of the noise, and particularly if you're in your own business, you'll find you might be bombarded with noise. There's a lot of overwhelm out there around social media. People are telling you how to do things. People are telling you when to do things. You might find that in all of that noise, you're not tuned in as best you could be to that wisdom. You're not following through as quickly as you could be. And I know that was my journey. It's taken me a couple of years to let go of the old. We recently let go of our City Girl Confidence brand and move into the new. And we opened up gracefulcoaching.net. And that journey of kind of knowing that I couldn't go back to doing things the way I used to, but not knowing what was going to be next, that was a journey in and of itself in trusting wisdom. Thankfully, I had my own guide, mentor, coach to help me really hear the difference between wisdom and insecurity. and to really be able to leverage that to move forward and bring things to life. But it does start with really tuning out of that noise and that overwhelm. So if it helps you this week to unsubscribe from lists or close down Facebook, or I don't know, take an information detox. That's what I say to my clients. If you're going to work with me, it starts with an information detox. You have to really make a conscious effort to shut down the noise. You know, wake up in the morning in the quiet rather than grabbing the phone and, you know, scrolling. You know, try and take more quiet in your day. These are simple things. And whilst little things like that, even meditation, will help you tune in, if you want to live more from that wisdom, and if you want to live more in that space where you're really finally tuned in and able to experience that flow, you know, it takes a commitment to following that wisdom more than that insecurity that you know, because we all know the insecurity. The insecurity is loud, the insecurity is aggressive, the insecurity is, you know, insecure. The insecurity just speaks first. So, you know, getting into this intimate connection with your own wisdom is the place to start, and trusting that those little breadcrumbs, those little nuggets along the way. And eventually you will find that you're no longer doing what you were doing, and you're now in the new. You're now clear and settled in that new thing. So I hope this has been helpful to you, this grace note today. Do post me a comment and let me know what's your big takeaway. And what I would leave with you today is just the simplicity of wisdom having your back. You know, wisdom doesn't judge. Wisdom's got your back. And when you know that, when you truly know that, you don't have to get lost in logistics and details and get afraid and get scared about what the new's going to look like. You know, you hear the call, it's time to let go of the old. You hear the call, I can't keep doing what I used to do, and you follow through. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'll be back with you soon. Ciao for now. Ciao.